A new stallion walks toward the herd. Every horse notices. Muscles tense, ears turn. You'd think the biggest, toughest male would charge forward to fight, right? One wrong move could mean broken bones or a horse kicked out forever. But the horse who takes charge isn't the stallion at all. It's someone you'd never expect. And what happens next will change everything you thought you knew. Most people think stallions rule horse herds. Tough warriors making all decisions. But that's wrong. The real leader? An older mare. Not the meanest or strongest, the calmest, most experienced one. She decides when they find water, where they eat, and how to stay safe. She doesn't boss by being mean. She just walks where the herd needs to go, and everyone follows because she's often the hungriest or thirstiest the stallion. He guards the edges, marks territory, and fights off rivals. But he doesn't control daily decisions. He's a bodyguard, not a boss. Scientists discovered something amazing. Horse groups aren't straight ladders. They work in circles. Horse A bosses horse B. Horse B bosses horse C. But horse C can boss horse A. It depends on location, what they're fighting over, and motivation. Where horses rank depends on age, size, experience, and how long they've been in the group. If your mom ranked high, you probably will too. But here's the key. Being dominant isn't about constant fighting. Lower-ranking horses choose to move away before fights start. The system works because everyone knows their place until a new horse arrives. When a new stallion meets the herd, aggression peaks. Bodies bump, teeth flash, hooves kick. They need to figure out the new ranking fast. But here's the surprise. Once things calm down, 80% of aggressive stuff involves zero physical contact. Horses pin ears back, position heads threateningly, puff up bodies, and make warning sounds without actually fighting. This lets them settle arguments without injuries. In male horse groups living peacefully, 33% of aggressive moments are just one horse making another move without contact. 61% are just threats. Horses solve problems with communication, not violence. Peace doesn't happen overnight. Research shows stable pecking order forms within 2 to 3 months. That's 60 to 90 days of tension. When groups keep changing, it takes longer and creates more fights. Smart introductions don't throw the new horse into the full herd. That causes injuries and long-term stress. Instead, use a slow process. Start by finding a buddy horse, calm and friendly with good social skills. Don't pick the lowest-ranking horse. They often have attitude problems and might bully the newcomer. Pick a middle-ranking horse who's secure and friendly. Start with fence line contact. The new stallion and buddy meet with a barrier between them. Put hay and water on both sides where they can eat close together. Only close friends eat together in stable herds, so this builds friendship. Their brains link that horse with good things. This takes 1 to 3 days watch for relaxed body language and interest in each other. Now allow physical contact. The new stallion and buddy share space, then add a second buddy, then more members one at a time. The new horse and his growing friend group should gradually move back to where the main herd lives. This takes 2 to 3 weeks before aggressive behaviors drop full stable peace, where all horses understand their places and build real friendships. Takes about 2 months. Rushing increases injury risk and creates tension lasting years. The environment hugely affects success. Horses need room to escape aggressive encounters. The best space needs: first, lots of room, at least 1 acre so horses can keep distance without feeling trapped. Second, visual barriers like trees or hills that let horses voluntarily separate. Third, multiple resource stations, food and water spread out at least 65 feet apart with separate shelter entrances. This lets horses manage conflict by avoiding each other, not confronting each other. Horses use constant, subtle signals. Dominant horses show elevated heads with arched necks, forward ears, direct gaze, and confident movement. Lower-ranking horses show lowered heads, backward ears, averted gaze, and cautious movement. The new stallion must learn to read and give these signals. Horses lacking this skill, often raised alone, turn minor interactions into violence. Integration affects the whole body. Mixing unfamiliar animals spikes cortisol, the stress hormone. Sometimes it stays high for 3 weeks or more. High cortisol gives energy and alertness for new situations. But chronic elevation weakens immunity, slows growth, messes up reproduction, stresses the heart, and increases ulcer risk. Muscle tension is an immediate stress indicator. During introductions, horses show increased tension, constant watchfulness, desperate whinnying, and pacing. This worsens in younger horses. Social isolation triggers measurable stress. More stress behaviors, blood changes, more vocalizations, and less lying down. It's a physical crisis. Each horse has unique personality traits affecting integration. Dominance. How assertive and leadership-oriented. Extreme dominance without social skills creates disasters. Anxiousness. How easily stressed. Anxious horses need longer timelines and secure buddies. Excitability. How reactive to surroundings. Highly excitable horses escalate minor interactions. Sociability. How much they want companionship. Mismatches create friction. Horses socialized in diverse groups from birth integrate more easily than those from limited backgrounds. Young horses separated by 6 months miss crucial learning. In wild herds, young males stay until 2 to 3 years old, learning through play fighting. Missing this shows as overly aggressive behavior later. Young horses in mixed age, mixed gender groups develop better social skills than same age, same gender groups. Early experience creates patterns helping later adaptation. In wild settings with plentiful, spread-out resources, horses easily avoid conflicts lower-ranking horses simply move away. But confined domestic environments with bunched, limited resources make conflicts worse. When hay and water are in one spot, lower-ranking horses can't access resources while keeping safe distance. The design of confinement creates violence. Winter confinement increases fighting compared to spring grazing with abundant resources. Breeding season makes stallion aggression worse. Natural groups, one stallion plus mares with babies of different ages, create less aggression than artificial groups like all males. Mixed age, mixed gender works best because older animals model conflict resolution and family bonds supplement rank-based organization. 1. Personality alignment, pairing with compatible buddies. 2. Appropriate space, enough room, multiple resources, visual barriers. 3. Time, respecting the 2-month timeline. 4. Physical support, watching stress indicators. 5. Communication, ensuring horses read subtle signals. 6. Abundance, multiple resource stations. 7. Stability, keeping established members present. Failures happen when throwing horses straight into herds, removing buddies too soon, or lacking space and resources. The new stallion approaches. The herd tenses. What happens isn't violence or immediate acceptance. It's a carefully managed transformation where ancient instincts meet modern understanding, where patience replaces force, where the mare still leads, and where the stallion learns true strength comes from finding his place. Integration succeeds not when the stallion conquers, but when he understands he's joining something more complex and beautiful than he could control alone. He's becoming part of a family. Have you ever introduced a new animal into an existing group? Horses, dogs, cats, or chickens? What worked and what didn't? Drop your stories in the comments. I'd love to hear about your experiences.